even by the standards of what your teams have done over the years, all of the teams that you've had, and the performances, where does this sit, performance, result?
One of the highest, considering the opponent, Real Madrid, semi-final Champions League. Of course, you have to perform well, and we did it, especially in the first half. It was really, really, really good.
Simon, just here, please pause to it. Thank you.
Pep, congratulations.
Thank you.
What did you feel from the start? Because you started and you didn't let Real Madrid have any sort of space or pressure, and you didn't seem to let up for the whole game.
Listen, I had the feeling these last days that we had the mix of calm and tension, you know, to play this type of games. And after 10 or 15 minutes, I had the feeling that all the pain that we had during one season, 1 year, what happened last season, was today there. So it was so hard, tough last season, when here, last season, we played quite similar like today played. And could be, I remember Toni Kroos in an interview during the year that Madrid is special because we could have lost 10-1 or 10-2 in Etihad, but we could not lose 10-1, 10-2. When Toni Kroos, one of the best players I ever trained and ever seen, say that we were there. And it was really tough, lose the way we lose. And I think in that moment you have to swallow poison, you have to swallow everything and be kind. And football and sport always give you another chance. And when the draw with Madrid, I said, yeah, I want it. I want it because then I think today was there, everything. The energy that we had last season during 1 year, that being criticized these players, but didn't have character, didn't have anything. When we lose because it's football, today was there, and I'm very pleased for the whole organization, for the chairman, owner, especially the players and all the staff behind, because we accept the defeat with another, cannot be the opposite, and today we were there, and that's why 1 year later. So we are in the final of the Champions League, and always to give you football, always to give you life, always to give you the strong opportunities. Opportunities don't give up. Just try again, try again. Important is to be there. We are 1 game away to be 3 years in a row Premier League winners. 1 game away. And if it's happened, we are 3 years in a row winning the Premier League, and we have been 2 final Champions League and 1 semi-final Champions League, and that is the consistency. Always I put examples, so 4 times in a row Carabao Cup winners. That means that the level of this team, there is one incredible detail that I am so proud. They are so humble. Every game, it doesn't matter the opponent, the competition, he takes seriously. When do that is because they are so humble. And that is what the proud. I hate the arrogance in sports. I hate the moments that you believe something that you are not. And these guys has done since many, many years these type of things, and today they got the reward they deserve. So we have time. It's not Italian team. It's, yeah, I would say final against Italian team. Like the people is going to talk now, they are not favorites. We are favorites. That is the worst that can happen. But we have time to prepare, and now we just focus in Chelsea because we have to try to close it as soon as possible to prepare United and Inter de Milan.
Pep, how do you deal with that position of being favourites, because everyone expects you to win the Premier League against Chelsea, everyone expects you to beat Manchester United and win the FA Cup, and now everyone expects you to go and finish off the treble by beating Inter Milan? Yeah,
that is so difficult when you can accomplish that. But that, when the people can, you can listen to your favorite, you believe you are, you believe that you are something special, you are not. Always I said to the players, only you do better, or sometimes better, because you kick the ball better than the other opponent. That it doesn't make you special at all. So we just to do something, you know, better than the other ones, but that doesn't make. And leaving that, we are favorites in the beginning of the season, favorites, so it's not easy to handle. But if it happens, because maybe these guys deserve it to be considered at that, what they have done in the past. It's so difficult in the modern era in football to do what these guys has done so far. So, and they play with the desire. We spoke just before to go to the pitch, we spoke and said, do you want to play against Inter or not? Do you want to play against Inter? Yeah or no? Ask yourself. If you play 90 minutes thinking, I want to play against Inter, you will beat Real Madrid. In the bad moments, if you want to play against Inter de Milan, you are going to win the game. And they play in that spirit that we need to do it.
Pep,
when you reached the final 2 years ago here, it was an empty stadium.
Yeah.
It was a freezing cold night, snow on the pitch. How special was that tonight to
Much,
do
much
it
better.
here in front of your fans? Was that the kind of atmosphere on a Champions League night that you've
definitely.
wanted here for so long?
This competition, Champions League, play home away is completely different. The tension that we have, and when you play in Bernabeu is completely different. But I felt, I don't know why, this is something like you smell that the team was ready to compete in the level that we compete today.
Paul?
23 matches unbeaten now. Is this the most kind of confidence you've seen from your players?
The confidence is not the numbers, the 23. The confidence is the behavior in every single game that we do. I know when we play against Sheffield United in semi-finals of the FA Cup. That made me confident. Today in Goodison Park, when you play the Premier League, 5 new players play there. Riyad, Jaime, Laporte, and Phil Foden, Julian. How they perform was amazing. And they could say, okay, I'm going to play that game. I'm not going to play maybe the game against Madrid in second leg. And they don't choose competition. They go there and everyone do it well. And that is the reason why we are, for many, many years, we are there.
I know you just said that the players are humble, and that's one of their best qualities. But
yeah.
Jack Grealish has just done an interview where he says that the team feel unstoppable. When you're in
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
No.
Why?
Because every team is unstoppable if you do what you have to do. So that's one point is nice because they feel it that, but that in football they change completely one day for another one. I mean, you have to be calm. I said to a place, I would like to give you 2 days off, but I don't know, give you 1 day off. Day after tomorrow, yes, but the Premier League is there. We cannot extend because Brighton and Brentford, there's really, really tough places to go. Really, really tough places to go. And you have to finish soon. You have a little bit more time mentally to prepare the 2 finals that we have.
But when your team is playing at this level, do you not feel, when you look at them and you have the confidence in them and you know that they're going to go out and execute the game plan, do you not feel they're unstoppable?
We can beat everyone, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hi there, congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you comfortable talking about the treble now?
Yeah, we're closer. Yeah. Let me win the first 2. Let me win the... listen, at the end we have the Premier League, we are close. You know, we need one more game. And I would say when you play against our neighbors and the final Champions against the Italian team, it's big calm. So the season is really, really good. It's really done already. So now we hopefully have to lift it. But the pleasure, the joy, like how much we have fun this season again and again with our people. We make happy our fans, you know, all around the world watching us. They saw a good team playing. This is the biggest compliment. Come on, it's not going to change now. But we are close, and of course we're going to try.
Last one in English, guys, with Rob.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Obviously, you don't want to talk about the treble, but at what point do you have to tell the players that in their careers you might never get a better chance to make history?
Yeah, that's right. They know it.
At what point do you start reminding the players of that they are that close to it?
No, of course we are there. So now the players can think about it, can visualize it. So it's normal. So all the people talk each other. We're going to win it everything. We're going to win everything. So they had that feeling that it's normal. We are 3 games away. One each of the competition, we can do it. But for me, it's more important after many years, 3 years in a row. So especially after first back-to-back, doing that. You know, we are there. That is, there are a lot of work. People say how good they are, the squad, and yeah, that's right. But there are a lot of work behind the scenes to achieve what we are achieving.
Okay, we'll take some questions in Spanish here, please.
Hi, Pep. Going to ask this one in English. Congratulations on the victory. I want to go back to the first leg. In the first half, you guys dominated that game. At halftime, Real Madrid regrouped and changed the second half. So what did you guys do to prevent them from doing that tonight?
Well, I think the first half, in Madrid, are you talking about?
Yeah.
In Madrid, the first 20-25 minutes was really good. Our shape was different than today we attack. In part because Madrid, I hear that the grass was really, really bad, really poor, and I needed to put one more play in our build-up to make our process of more control in the game. So in Madrid, the transition game is not the best decision we can have. and here, of course, at home. And after 25 minutes, the first chances that we had, mainly they scored a fantastic goal from Vinicius, and after that, Bernabeu. The second half, they were better than us. But that was, we with my staff, we were clear that the way we should play today. And the way they press, in the way we attack, and we did it really well.
Hola, Pep. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo está? Buenas noches. Antón Mena en directo en el larguero. Enhorabuena por el pase y por el partido. Ha dicho en la primera respuesta en inglés, que ha sido muy buena y muy larga, lo que ha significado para ustedes este año, desde la eliminatoria contra el Madrid hasta hoy, y que han jugado un partido muy parecido, dice usted, al del año pasado contra el Madrid aquí. ¿Cómo lo recuerda? ¿Cómo ha sido este año? Lo hemos escuchado en inglés, pero como estamos en directo en castellano, ¿qué significa para ustedes, no sé si puedo decirlo, cerrar esa herida de haber jugado bien el año pasado y no pasar a hacer esta exhibición hoy en su estadio?
Tengo la sensación, he comentado a mi gente que hoy hemos jugado con el estómago, el dolor de la eliminación del año pasado, porque como dijo Tony Kroos en una entrevista meses después, que Madrid es especial.
Madrid is special because they could have lost 10-1 here and still won the tie. And if Tony Kroos says that, there were details that we couldn't gain an advantage in the game last year, as we managed to do this year. But my feeling was that we had a feeling these last few days. This pain was already present in our stomachs for a whole year. We had energy, we had positive energy, positive vibes and desire. We accepted it last year and we congratulated them because that's football, it's part and parcel. But I feel that when we drew them in the semi-final and we got through past Bayern Munich, sport gives you a second chance, doesn't it? It gives you a chance for revenge, and we were lucky enough to take advantage of that. Two questions, please. Where would you put this in a ranking of great victories? And secondly, do you feel that you've ended a stage in Madrid? I don't think I've ended something at Madrid. I don't think it's an end of a chapter in Madrid, no. Madrid is a fantastic team, amazing team. Madrid simply, it was a very even game last week in the first leg. We were better in the first half. We started to run backwards and forwards, end to end, and we weren't comfortable over there. Generally, what can I say? When you play, it's not a group stage game; it's a semi-final against Madrid. They can beat you. They've played so many semi-finals in their existence. When you were speaking in English, you were talking about the final and Inter. That we might be favourites, but do you think something's incomplete if you don't finish off the business in Istanbul with a win against Inter? I think would there be a bitter feeling if you don't manage to win? It would be bad luck. I think the pleasure of being there and playing against Inter is incalculable. And we're going to enjoy the occasion, that's the main thing. We're there, we're going to try and win. We can't say we're going to win for definite, we're going to go and try and win. And we can't take that away from us, how we played today and the fact we've qualified for the final. Talking about the wounded feeling of the team last year, I want to know about your feelings last year, that defeat last year. How are you after this win? After your time in BeIN, Barcelona, now you're into a Champions League final. Does this close a chapter on your rivalry with Real Madrid? It's not always about winning the Champions League. We've won and lost against Real Madrid in the past. If Madrid had scored a second goal last week when they're on their top form against us, maybe it would have been different tonight. Could have been 2-0 easily. These things happen in football. Doesn't mean that just because Madrid have lost tonight that Carlo's a bad manager and that Madrid are a bad team. They're an extraordinary team. You know, they've come up against a strong City team this year. I said last year, so yesterday. We've had a great time yesterday. We had a bloody amazing time in the last few years. I said it yesterday. You're saying that the opposition aren't a good side just because you've lost in a semi-final? Does that mean the rest of the teams in the Champions League are bad? Other teams can play well too. It's not just ourselves that can play well. We played not too well in the Bernabeu. You can't sort of take away the fact that teams try and play well, and on certain nights it just doesn't come off. And what we managed, what we've managed is every year we've managed to be there or thereabouts in every competition. And now it's our turn to play in a final. And one day, if we play in so many finals, we're bound to win one. You know, we will win a Champions League. You know that I've got Barca in my heart. We had to get in 4 finals before we won it. You learn from finals in the past. You can't add anything else to that. These are big teams that we're talking about that we're playing against. May and June, the teams that are involved at that time of year are great sides. And we've behaved like a great side in the last few years. We're involved at the end of the season. You know, heads or tails, a detail in a game can just decide whether you win or not. If, say, Madrid had come back from 2-0 down tonight, and they got through like last year, you can't simplify it. You can't simplify it like that. Have a good trip back to Spain. Oh, I struggled there a bit. Oh, fucking hell. That's all, folks.